You found it. Your home for the best content on your favorite team, the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Do us a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments below. Be sure to smash that like button. Brian Kelly's been pretty adamant at why he wanted to add Louisiana transfers in his first class at LSU, and he's added another over the weekend. Colby Richardson, a cornerback who is a member of the class of 2017 at McNeese, entered the transfer portal as a graduate, initially committed to Colorado State, but he's in Baton Rouge. He'll be on campus and reporting tomorrow, and right now he's with us on AFR. Colby, appreciate a couple of minutes, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm glad to be a Tiger, man.
Man, I know there's a lot of Tiger fans that are glad to hear that as well. Let me just start with, so late in the process, how did this come about, man? How did the contact first start with you and LSU?
It was actually after Memorial Day, actually. Well, I actually had a spring visit in the spring. That was during the time they was doing their spring ball and whatnot. I went up there for unofficial, had a great talk with Coach T and Coach House. They told me they would get me back up there and they was going to keep in contact, which they kept their word. So I just went on and kept going on my recruiting process. End up committing to Colorado State, thinking that was it because I was still waiting on it. Also, I talked to other coaches, but this past Monday, Coach Frank called me and told me, "Are you interested of flipping your commitment?" And I was like, I'd love to, but let me pray on it first and make the best decision as possible for us to make that decision. But as soon as Coach Frank called me, he told me, just pray on it and give me a call tomorrow, and we could just start finalizing this thing with recruiting and everything. So that's how everything came about. Coach Frank reached out. He helped me get into, I would say, the program with the help of my film, actually, to help me get in the program. And, I was just excited to even get the call. And when I got the call, I already knew what it was when I seen Coach Frank's number.
So he called you on Monday, on Memorial Day, a week ago today.
Yeah.
And so that transpired really quickly. How long did it take you to make the decision to pull the trigger on LSU?
It took me about a day and a half. I mean, I was already praying before that because I had some miscommunication with Colorado State, and that kind of started the praying process of, if this is the right decision for me, well, let it happen. So by me continuing to pray, and Frank called, and I was like, let me pray again. And the next day, actually, it was just finalized because I felt so excited, and the recruiting process from Coach Speaks and talking to Coach House, it was the same for when I've been up there. So that just what excited me throughout the process, and I was like, this is a dream. I'm not going to overlook this dream. I'm just going to take this opportunity and go ahead and just compete and become a part of DBU.
Love it.
So that's what made the decision flip.
Colby Richardson is our guest, newest LSU Tiger, and now member of the class of 2022, who plays final year of college football in Baton Rouge. New Orleans guy, you went to McMain. You mentioned Coach Frank a couple of times. So you were there with him at McNeese for his 2 seasons there, obviously. But did you have a relationship with him when you were in high school as well?
Throughout high school, I would say yeah, but Coach Frank was actually I think the recruiting coordinator here at LSU.
Mm-hmm.
So during that time, I was actually being recruited by Coach Lou, who was the running backs coach during the time with Les Miles and everything. I was actually being recruited for receiver there at LSU. But I ended up going to the camp my senior year as a cornerback, and LSU just went opposite ways throughout that time. But me and Coach Frank actually get a great relationship when he came to McNeese.
Colby Richardson is our guest. You've actually played in Tiger Stadium. of course, McNeese came and played in Baton Rouge, and you got to take the field. What was it like playing in Tiger Stadium as a visitor?
Oh, man, it was very exciting, man. The atmosphere was just incredible. As soon as I stepped out on the field, I said this was home. And I was still at McNeese, and I don't know why I felt that way, but it's just the fans, the atmosphere of everything, and just the environment itself. You know, once you step in that 100,000-plus stadium, it's like, you know, all eyes on you, and, you know, everybody looking down onto that field that have 100 yards. So, you know, it was just a great experience. It was just a wonderful, wonderful thing for my family to actually see me play in Death Valley, and to actually be a part of this Tiger family is even more incredible.
It's very cool. You're going to get to play a lot more in Tiger Stadium this year. Did you meet Brian Kelly?
Nah, not yet. I actually was supposed to go up there this tonight, and then tomorrow I will actually have a chance to meet with him. When I went up there for the spring, the springtime, he was actually busy. They actually had the junior day, so he was busy with a lot of things. So we actually going to talk when I get up there more.
Does it give you any hesitancy at all, having not talked to the head coach before you made the commitment? And ultimately, I mean, you said you'll be there. You'll report tomorrow. Is there any hesitancy, or was it just comfort with that, the defensive coordinator and the secondary staff?
Yeah, it was just more comfortable with them, you know, having Coach Frank and then having the whole defensive staff recruit me on their own was more than anything. You know, I just felt that my time with Coach BK will come, and I know the fact that, you know, it will be a genuine connection regardless because of his coaching staff. You know, his coaching staff represents him very well, and he actually recruit very well. So it's to the point that once I got that connection with them, I knew his time being at SEC conference, I think, like a couple weeks or this past week, I was supposed to talk to him, but, you know, he was just busy. Right. So I knew the course of him being busy, I was just going to meet him one day.
Let's talk some ball.
Yes, sir.
You're 6'1". What's your best spot? Outside, inside? Where are you most comfortable?
I would say outside I'm most comfortable, but I would say I'm a versatile player. I played mostly every position on the field throughout my high school, throughout my life in football. So I just feel as my athleticism could put me anywhere on the field. And I just love the game of football so much to the point that no matter what's my job, no matter what's my assignment, I'm going to go out there and do it at 100% with championship effort.
LSU had a lot of turnover in their secondary last year, but Brian Kelly and his staff also went and signed a lot of cornerbacks in the transfer portal. Did that weigh into your decision at all, wondering if you would actually have the opportunity to get on the field?
It's just a natural competitiveness in me. I'm actually not worrying about who all there. I mean, I just feel as we all can learn from each other. I feel as the guys there are going to make a highly impact, and I just think that adding me to that secondary to make that secondary that everyone remember of LSU, which is DBU. So when, you know, I got the call, you know, I would say that was a thought process, but I guess by me being so competitive in life and everything I do, I feel so much comfortable in my game to go out there to compete with the best.
Are you friends with any of the guys on the LSU team? Like, do you know any of the guys prior?
Actually, one guy I actually know, we actually grew up together, Joe Fauché.
I was going to ask, man. The guy went to Arkansas and obviously transferred in, yeah.
Yeah, my two oldest brothers on my mom's side, that's their little brother on their dad's side. So it's kind of a family thing tied in. You know, they try to get us to play for a long time throughout park ball, throughout New Orleans. And then he wound up going to Arkansas, and I wound up going to McNeese. So that kind of switched everything. But when he made that move to LSU, and then when LSU started to reach out to me, it started to, everybody just started to try to, pray on it and try to make it come true because that's something everybody wants to see.
Hey man, that's gonna be easy. That's gonna be easy for your family watching both you guys in the same place this year.
Oh yeah.
Hey man, before you go, one more on field. Special teams. You open to doing that? Have you done that in your career?
Man, I did everything in my career, and I'm willing to do anything to help this football team get back to that 2019 year, and that's to win the championship. So if I got to go out there and play special teams, if I got to go out there and be the second guy or be the first guy, I mean, just being on that field and competing as a Tiger is always a dream. So playing special teams, playing anything, just playing football, period. I don't care where I'm at. Just put me on the field and just let me go to work. So that's how I'm feeling.
A lot of LSU fans going to love to hear that, man. He is Colby Richardson, the newest member of the LSU 2020 class. 1 year to play. He'll play it as a grad transfer, immediately eligible at LSU for 2022. Hey, man, we'll keep in touch. Congrats on your decision. All the best, man. Good luck, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.